on, guys? Gannon here, back with another Star Trek review. This is going to be our final one for Season 1 of Lower Decks. And let me tell you guys, my whole attitude about this show has completely changed just based off the finale alone. Okay, so usually when I do these reviews, I try to be a little bit analytical. I try to do some research. I try to connect the dots, you know, do a little bit of a breakdown, and I try to share about some of the references and everything. I'm not going to summarize the episode. I'm going to talk about some of the references I really fucking like, but I'm not going to summarize the episode. We're just going to get right into it, okay? Holy shit. I've been really critical about Star Trek Lower Decks from the beginning because the start was a little bit weak because, you know, it was just kind of like forming that identity. Oh, hello, Donna. My cat is rubbing up and trying to give me some attention right now. But no, I've been critical of Star Trek Lower Decks just because I've been so fucking horny for some live action Trek. I've been so excited for Discovery Season 3 for so long now, and it was a little bit annoying to me how they released this animated show prior to it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, dude, what the fuck am I watching? At first it was a little bit non-funny, a little bit not of a strong start, but here's the thing. Most first seasons of Trek aren't the strongest, right? The first season of the Next Gen, a lot of people say is like the weakest. Fuck all that noise. I am now excited for Season 2 of fucking Lower Decks, dude. I'm so excited for it because the season finale was so good. It was just so good. Like, come on, guys, did you fucking watch that? Okay, so first off, there was a bunch of cool references this episode. You have the exocomps, which is from that episode of the Next Gen where Data, like, finds the exocomps and finds out that they're, like, low-key sentient, you know, non-biological life forms, and he risks Picard's life to, like, you know, protect them and try to protect their position as, like, a sentient life form. And so we saw an exocomp this episode, which was fucking really cool, and it had its own personality and everything, but just kind of ended up being low-key like a coward bitch at the end. So, really cool seeing the exocomps. At the beginning of the episode, we see a huge fucking TOS reference, and then Ransom even says, like, oh, the TOS era, and then he, like, kind of, like, explains what TOS means in another name so it doesn't break the fucking fourth wall. They go to the one planet that was from that TOS episode, something of the Archons. I think it was like Return of the Archons or something like that. It's one of my favorite episodes of the original series where they go down to this planet and they realize that the entirety of the planet is worshipping and being influenced by this supercomputer named Landru. It's so fucking cool that they put that at the beginning of the episode. That was really fire. And then there was, like, real-ass violence in this episode, which was fucking awesome to see. It's almost in contrast to, like, Rick and Morty. A lot of the times Rick and Morty is very, you know, it's very fucking goofy and funny, but then there are those, like, season finale parts of Rick and Morty where it almost puts you in, like, your field, because Rick and Morty actually get in some serious situations, and I kind of felt a similar vibe with this final episode of this season. Like, the crew's life was at stake. We saw at the beginning of the episode that the captain of, it used to be the Rubidoux, Captain, like, I don't remember her name, like Captain Tyson or something, I don't exactly remember. No, it was Dayton. Captain Dayton was her name, and she died along with the entire crew. And then also, huge spoiler here, but if you're here, I assume, you know, you're not afraid of spoilers at this point. But at the end of this episode, they did something that I did not expect them to do, and Lieutenant Shax straight up died. And I was like, dude, that was actually kind of a good death. It was unexpected. It was from a character who I liked, I thought was funny. It was just like, there was a little bit of shock value there. And it wasn't one of those deaths where I was like, oh, why the fuck did they do that? Similar to, you know, fucking Jadzia Dax. I was so pissed when they killed Jadzia in, like, season 6 or 7 of DS9. I was so fucking livid. It was just dumb casting. I don't know exactly the reason they did it, but it was all just dumb casting. Like, shit, and in budgets, and everybody, like, talking about their fucking contracts. That's usually what fucks with Trek in keeping Trek from being amazing, is, like, financial shit going on behind the scenes. But anyways, dude, like, Lieutenant Shax's death was actually pretty fucking cool. I wasn't too salty about it. I thought that he went out like a G, and then there was, like, that really wholesome funeral scene. Oh my god, it was just really fucking good. The Pakleds, Next Generation reference, if you remember, there was an episode where they go and they help a ship of Pakleds, and Geordi beams aboard, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you guys out, we're gonna do the right thing, and they acted very stupid, and then they dead-ass kidnapped Geordi and turned out to be major assholes. So in this episode, it seems like the Pakleds have actually assimilated and collected enough stolen technology to build these super ships. And then they attack the, I don't remember what the new ship is called, but it's like the ship after the Rubidao under the command of Captain Dayton. They attack that ship and totally fucking destroy it, and then they go after the Cerritos, and Captain Freeman, really fucking cool this episode, was like, dude, she was heavily wounded. Like, her mortality was at stake, and it was just super exciting. There was a really interesting just interactions between Mariner and, like, everybody this episode, and I'm so happy that the whole Mariner is like a bad crewman, doesn't want to rank up or anything, is not going to be like a running gag anymore. It seems like it's kind of wrapped up, and now Mariner has a role, and I'm super excited. And another thing, these episodes weirdly have very satisfying continuity between them. Like, they reference stuff that happens in previous episodes. Like, in this episode, Rutherford, in order to defeat the Pakleds, he goes for the assistance of, guess who, dude? Badgie! Badgie's back! Dude, I want Badgie. This cannot be the last we've seen of Badgie. I fucking want Badgie to come back. Okay, I love Badgie. I'm so happy they put him in the season finale. Enough of all that shit. This is really what we need to talk about. You see it behind me. The first actual canon visual representation. No, okay, dude, I have not seen Star Trek Nemesis. Keep in mind, I've not seen Star Trek Nemesis, but I'm like going to watch it soon. And the only reason I haven't seen it is because like it's not available on like a lot of streaming platforms. I don't know where to watch it. I think I might have to go and fucking buy it on something, but I'm gonna watch it very soon. Dude, okay, the fucking USS, dude, I was not expecting that at all. They referenced the Titan in previous episodes, and then they referenced it at the start of this episode, but it's just like, seems like one of those things, it's like a background that they reference just to like get us really fucking excited. I didn't actually think that they were going to have the Titan come at the end of this episode, commanded by Will Riker! Will Riker, baby! And then guess who else is on the fucking ship? Deanna Troi is serving on the fucking Titan with Will Riker, which we don't know if that was, like, the case. I know nothing about the extra, like, comics or books written about Will Riker and his command on the Titan. I will go and I will read the wiki after this, and I'm going to update myself on all that. None of that stuff is officially canon, so we really don't know what the fuck is going on with the Titan. It's been stipulated that Will Riker has been commanding the Titan. Like, that is his first, like, real command, I believe. It's been stipulated among the Star Trek community forever. And we finally get to fucking see it in some medium. And even though it was, like, an animated medium, dude, I'm not salty about that at all, because, I mean, Jonathan Frakes is old and fat and just, like, he's an older guy at this point. You know what I mean? So he's got to make that cameo in Picard. But here in an animated format and medium, we get to see the beautiful fucking USS Titan, dude. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then another thing I was questioning, I was like, dude, why are they wearing the Nemesis uniforms? Like, what's the deal with the Nemesis uniforms? Why do we see some scenes where they're wearing the Nemesis uniforms, but the rest of the fleet has these, like, updated uniforms? I'm beginning to think that the Nemesis uniforms are symbolic of, like, actual, like, military. Because the thing is, the USS Titan flew in and fucked up all these Pakled ships like nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. So it leads me to believe that they're wearing the Nemesis uniforms because the USS Titan is almost meant to be like an armament ship, like a military ship. So that's just kind of what I am getting from that. I also need to do some research and see what the Nemesis uniforms are all about. But it was so fucking cool seeing Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis voice Deanna Troi and Will Riker and bring them to life in this episode. It made me so fucking happy as a Star Trek fan. It got me excited to see more Lower Decks. And here's the thing, Boimler is promoted and transferred to the Titan. Like, there's no way that this is going to be the last we see of Will Riker and Deanna Troi. Like, they're going to be reoccurring characters to some degree. And that just gets me absolutely fucking eeked. I'm so excited. I'm really so excited. This episode, 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 is my rating. It's not going to get a 9 because, like I've said before, I cannot be... I'm really excited. I'm really happy what happened in this episode, but I cannot be too generous. It earned itself that 8. It's going to give you 8 to 8.5. It really fucking earned it. I was excited. I watched it this morning. It made me very happy, and I was very entertained. And whereas I was criticizing Lower Decks earlier in the season, I could tell that the creator of the show, like, isn't going to disappoint us. Mike McCannon, or I don't really know how you say his name, but dude is obviously, like, a Star Trek fan, and this is just, like, a gift to the fans in such a beautiful way. Couple things we need to talk about now. Now that my whole review is over, it's wrapped up, it's done. Star Trek Discovery Season 3. I know there has been a 2-minute teaser out, and it was revealed at the last fucking panel they did, and then it's everywhere, basically. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to know anything. Like, I'm not really horny to know, like, pick through the fucking trailer and find out what clues or mysteries that the season has to store with me. I'm not that type of dude. I would much rather just watch it, and as I'm watching the episodes as they come out, that's where I get the information, like, actually as a viewer. So I'm so fucking excited for Discovery Season 3. It's going to be an interesting dynamic because they're traveling to the 32nd century. It's like a place we really haven't been to before. It's a little bit dystopian, so, like, it could be bad, guys. Like, it definitely has the potential to be bad as much as it has the potential to be fucking good. But I really like Star Trek Discovery. I'm really looking forward to it. And Sonequa Martin Green's hair, like, she's got, like, this really cool, like, dread thing going on. It's so fucking awesome. Dude, that's so cool. I really like how they're just, like, fucking switching up her look. And I'm just really excited for Discovery Season 3. Oh my god, I cannot be more ready. I am so happy that live action Trek is going to be back. Another thing that I would like to mention in this video is that we actually got some crazy ass news about Star Trek Prodigies, which is the show that they're making to basically market to, like, a younger audience. I believe it's going to be on Nickelodeon. And the thing about Nickelodeon and the Disney Channel and Cartoon Network is, dude, I don't even pay for cable anymore, but I don't even know if they, like, make shows for that anymore. Like, do people even watch cable? Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Star Trek Prodigies was in the back of my mind. I actually didn't give a flying fuck about it before they fucking announced that Captain Janeway is going to be an animated reoccurring character on the show. So that either means that I'm going to tune in every episode for that Janeway action, and it's going to be actually, like, kind of a good piece of the Star Trek verse, or just knowing that it's some fucking Nickelodeon kids show, it's going to be absolutely garbage and it's going to piss me off. Either one of the two. Because I love all of Star Trek, but the thing is that that's very dodgy. It is a kids show, it's for Nickelodeon, and Nickelodeon has not been good since, like, you know, iCarly was done. And Victorious and all those bomb-ass shows, and the world's a little bit too PC now to have such good television on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon went from having its, like, consumer base be, like, preteens to, like, fucking 8-year-olds who still shit themselves. So, yeah, we'll see what Star Trek Prodigies has in store. Kate Mulgrew is going to be playing Captain Janeway, and that's fucking insane. I hope that it is an Admiral Janeway, because I think we see in one of the next-gen movies that she's actually Vice Admiral Janeway, so I'm just looking forward to all that shit, looking forward to Star Trek Discovery, and I'm looking forward to another season of Lower Decks. Whereas, like, I totally didn't have that attitude, like, earlier in the season. Now I'm so ready. Dude, I like the cast now. Tendi, Rutherford, Boimler, Mariner. I've gotten to know them. I just really like this show now. I like it. I don't really like it, but I like it now. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Dude, I cannot wait to review fucking Star Trek Discovery, because I watched both Season 1 and 2 as they were already out, but now I'm going to be able to experience it as they're coming out, and it's just going to be great. I'm super excited and geeked. I'm having a really good time just living in life in general right now, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content that you see on the channel, I'd be very flattered if you were to subscribe. And yeah, if you have anything you'd like to talk to me about, please leave it down in the comments below. I will be sure to get back to you. And with that, guys, keep on trekking, live long and prosper, and I will have to see you in the next one.